What's poppin' YouTube? What's going on? Yeah, my man Fam Alex called. We spoke for a bit and I gotta tease him because he did me dirty with that fucking sweet potato pie for Thanksgiving. So Fam Alex, oh, I can't even do it right. There you go. That's his boy right there. He wants that piece so bad. And then the other plastic helmet is signed by Ray Park and Larry Hama, along with this signed by also Ray Park and Larry Hama. My sword. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with it. But what I'm gonna do is now since I got rid of the mold tool, cause like the Eternia was like right here, and then like the I guess you could call it the left or the the west tower was like right here, and then the east, aka right tower, was here. And I always have to keep my vent closed, so that way nothing melts and gets wobbly and whatever. Especially that plastic being over 40 years old. So my plan now is one, I'm gonna take this Star Wars rug and I'm gonna put that over here where you guys can't see, because I have this one Star Wars section and I have the Star Wars Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. I'm about to say Return of the Dragon. The Return of the Jedi posters up here, and then I have some Black Series stuff right here. Like I have the 50th anniversary Fanboy Luke, regular Han Solo, Chewbacca. I have, then I have the 40th or the 45th Chewbacca, and then I have some stuff here. And then I have this section with my, with Star Wars here. So I'm gonna put all Star Wars. The Star Wars I'm keeping is going right here. So I may add or take away a shelf. I have a Wampa carpet piece here, but I'm gonna take that to the cleaners and get that. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna take that to the cleaners today and have them wash it the best they can, because it still has a tag on it, and that thing's worth $200 to $300. So I'm gonna put that Star Wars carpet here, and I'm gonna take the Wampa one and get rid of that. I'm gonna sell that off. Then I gotta order another one of those Star Wars lightsaber wall mounts, so I can put my Luke Skywalker one here. Because I keep buying the same fucking one, so I might get rid of one of the Darth Vaders, because I don't need two Darth Vader lightsabers. Or actually, I think I don't need to buy another Luke one. I could just take one of the Darth Vader ones and fucking idiot. So, as you see, I just left these there. These are not permanently staying there. I gotta figure out whatever. But between this shelf and that there, I have wheels here. So I'm gonna drill the wheels off. I'm gonna put this downstairs for our shoes, because I use white furniture downstairs in my living room and around that area anyway, since my color scheme is like a peach orange, which is fucking beautiful color, with gray and white. So that would be able to add more shoes and whatnot. So that's what I'm gonna use that for. Outside of that, so I'm gonna go to. I don't know if I'm gonna go to Walmart or Target first to try to find a piece of white furniture to replace this, because obviously I got this because it needed to be in that space. But now since I have more room, I'm going to. It could be wider too. I'm gonna get a nice piece of furniture that is at least 46 to 47 inches, because it's not that sturdy. If I move it around too much, that's gonna fall or it's gonna give way. So I need something a little wider and a little thicker, so that way I can put the sword right in front of these two, and at the same time it'd be long enough. And because this is actually the actual main thing for we have multi-zone central air. That's just the way the idiots did this house when they renovated it, because it's a 1910 Victorian. I don't like new houses. I like old houses. They're sturdier, and I just like the way they build. I like old shit. You know what I mean? with new, you know, because it kept a lot of crown molding, the arches and all that. But anyhow, that's a whole different story. So, yeah. So that area there is, you know, you slide that door and there's the guts to, or the brain, or what we want to call it, to the actual central ear up here. You know what I mean? Like the actual controls and all that stuff is here. So this way it'll be easy access. So that way I can slide this out the way for somebody. I could just, you know, move it and they can get to what they need to get to. That's the reason why I never hung anything on these doors, even though I could on this one, but I don't want to, you know, the doors are real thin and shallow. And if somebody got to move them, stuff may fall, or it just doesn't make no sense. So I'll block it off with something here. So 46 to 47 inches will be perfect. And if I can get something a lot more thicker, I mean, even if it's thin, I would like something with a little bit more opening so I can put some of these vehicles there. Because this one here, oh no, that one there, wait, was it that one or this one? Yeah, it was that one. That one, like maybe like 3/8 of an inch, almost fit per, you know, like per cabinet as you see here. So I'm like, you know what? Maybe I can go a little wide. I could definitely go wider and longer. So I'm gonna get dressed and head out and try to buy one of those. I'm gonna undrill the wheels off, put the wheels on a new one, and take this and put it downstairs. I don't need wheels obviously downstairs, but I do need wheels up here. And now I have to go to Home Depot and pay another fucking $12 for five wheels. I always like to go with 5 on anything, just because, you know, you want something in the center. You don't just want them on the side. I mean, something here I didn't have to do that, but I just like to do it for extra, you know, that way it don't cave in and whatnot. So obviously, since the last video you saw, I already put all the paper up and all the boxes and all my empty Ziploc bag boxes that they came in. I ripped everything up and put them in that big, huge box that I got from the people down in the Carolinas. So yeah. So now, as you see, you know, I still got stuff on the floor, obviously, but it's because I want to make sure I'm not moving anything around or you know what I mean? Oh, excuse me. Woo. So, and then I have this section right here. You can see my mask, one of the mask vans right behind this the sideshow statue thing. So you see that right there. I was gonna take this and move this over here, and then take this and move that here. But I prefer people like I prefer GI Joe stuff to be there, and it's not hurting nobody to stay here. So I do have a NECA RoboCop and an Ed 209, I believe. So I'm gonna be selling those off because I don't need them. I really need to start concentrating on finishing off my GI Joe collection. And for 2025, obviously the ending of 24, because 23, I think I only got 1 or 2 Kenner mask type stuff, maybe a little bit more if you think about the figures. Figures are very easy to come by. Even with the masks, it's just very hard to find a lot of the vehicles unless they're common. Like the latest stuff is extremely hard to find. That's why they're expensive. And one guy, he's taking a long time, but I realized I ordered the stuff on the 20th, so I don't know what he's doing. But I don't appreciate the fact that he's taking his sweet time to order. To ship it out. I don't know what he's doing, but will I ever buy from him again? Probably not, because I spent almost $500 with him on stuff, and I should have got that when I spent just as much, or a little less, or a little more, and got stuff from other people. I think that these guys supposed to only have a 2 to 3 day shipping turnaround, but I don't know what the fuck this dude is doing. I want my shit. So I do have some Dukes of Hazzard cars. I think I'm just going to keep the action figure stuff from Dukes of Hazzard and Knight Rider. Knight Rider, they only made Michael Knight and Kid, so I do have some other stuff, but I'm not going to keep that. I think I'm only missing 2 pieces to complete the sectors box stuff, so I'm gonna sell that off. I could use that money to go into this. I do like sectors, but if I keep going this route, and if I get the other two, then I'm gonna want to pick up the hive. And the hive is their holy grail piece. I'm not worried about the price. Come on, I had a fucking Eternia playset here. I have every fucking GI Joe grail. I mean, I do have a sealed Sears missile command. But I'm talking about as far as like my regular collection shit, I got all the He-Man grail. I mean, He-Man. I did. I have all the GI Joe grails, including some of the grails for G1 Transformers. So I got rid of the vintage. I mean, a lot of people I know, including Star Wars Mike, they got rid of their vintage Star Wars figures, and I think he got into. I'm not gonna say what he got into because I could be wrong. I doubt it, but I don't want to put his business out there. But I know he was a huge Star Wars guy. He was a lot of help to me. You know, there's a lot of guys down there in Columbus that I actually consider not acquaintances. I consider them friends. Really, really genuine people. You know, you got Jerry's Matt. You got Hospital Matt. You got Leland's a cool guy. You got Star Wars Mike. You got Dino Dan. You got Toll Dan. You got Nazar, aka Nostalgic, on up here on YouTube. You got Big Dog, aka Brian. These are guys I love. You got Tim. What's going on? You got, of course, my man Kenny. Man, you know, you got some dudes that I really consider friends, and then you got some dudes that are decent acquaintances. But these guys I consider friends. Really, really nice dudes, and I got a lot of love and respect for them. I always curse and act funny, but you know, they're really, really nice guys. And I can say that for Columbus versus guys in the Meadowlands. I mean, of course, I met Tony. He's more of like my nephew. I love that fucking kid to death. I'll go to hell with him. You know, we've had our discrepancies in the past, but who doesn't? You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, my boy Dion, because he comes there now. And Ariel. So, you know, you got Tony, Ariel, and Dion. Those are the three guys that set up in that in the Meadowlands that I consider friends and family. I know Dion even before I got into this. I knew him when when most of his kids were still in grade school, and like Joshua wasn't even fucking. He just came out his mom. That's how far back I go with Dion. Tony, you know, I met him when I was buying storage units crazy, and he was big into electronics and all that. The kid is smart. And it just grew from that. I mean, during COVID, we got a lot more, we got even closer. So, he's a kid I know I could trust. And that was it. You know, we just became mad cool and shit like that. And, Ariel's like a Puerto Rican, skinny, handsome version of me. Just fucking genuinely don't give a fuck, and he's just a genuine dude. I'm a straight nigga from the streets. I mean, you know, I'm an OG, but I'm a straight nigga from the streets. Real niggas recognize real niggas, and you don't have to be. You know, everybody know the word nigga means ignorant, lazy person, but I didn't say nigger with the GER. I said nigga with the double GA. So, you know, that's a day of enlightenment to us. You know, as if I'm like, hey, what's up, my nigga? Oh, this nigga. You know, you gotta be from the hood to understand that. You know what that means. So, you know, I know he can appreciate it. I don't think I'm leaving anybody out from the Meadowlands, because everybody else is just, hey, how you doing? And they just phony, fake ass people. Winston's a good guy too. I met him. I mean, he don't come that much, but he's a genuine dude. I like Winston too. I consider Winston a friend. I don't want to leave him out. Dark skinned brother from the Bronx. Money guy. Really, really genuine, cool cat. And yeah, I definitely don't want to leave him out. I mean, there's some other people there that are cool, but they're still acquaintances. So I think those four would be it. It'll definitely be Dion, Winston, Tony, and Ariel. Other than that, everybody else is like, hey, how you doing? And I'll buy from them, but I don't consider them friends or family, except those four that I just mentioned. I don't even know where the fuck I'm going. Why I'm going? I don't even understand how I even brought that up. To be honest with y'all, I'm all over the place right now. But that's my plan. So I might call there. I might call the guys in the shop to see if they're there. Maybe I'll go by. Maybe I'll go by the Lev's warehouse. Uh, so there is some stuff that I ordered because I was still getting He-Man. I was still collecting He-Man. Star Wars stuff, I didn't buy anything because I need like the last 17 and certain other figures that I either A wasn't trying to pay that much for them, and or I already knew I was gonna be out. I mean, I always said it. If you look at a lot of older videos, that if I was to get rid of something in a room, it'd be the He-Man more than anything. I didn't. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I really didn't think it'd be the Star Wars stuff. I'm not gonna even sit here and lie. I always said the Star Wars I'd keep, but if I did get rid of the Star Wars, most likely I would just go into the 1/6 scale realm of getting the figures that I enjoy and like from back in the day. Hot Toys didn't make many. I mean, I do have Darth Vader. I do have the Sideshow Jawa 2-pack, so I'm definitely gonna open those up and put those here. From the Star Wars the Force Awakening, the one that all you guys hate, I do have some of the troopers along with Kylo Ren. So those I'm gonna keep just because they're right here and they dope as hell. I already have them. I got them from Futura's ex-wife when me and Fam Eric brought her collection about 6-7 months ago, and yeah, I knew it was gonna be hard to get rid of because a lot of them got damaged from whatever flood or whatever they had. And they're in good condition. They're in really good condition. Boxes are non-existent. But they're in really good condition, and I'm gonna keep them. It's not gonna cost me anything to do so. So fuck it. Why not? I do have some figures that I'm gonna hold on to. Yeah, I'm all over the place, but it is what it is. As far as you guys can't see the top shelf, but I think as far as the A team, I'm just going to keep the 3" 3/4 and the 5" guys. I do have some of the villains, but I'm going to sell off the villains and the ones that are on card because I don't need them. I really don't need them. And as far as the loose cards go, I may or may not keep those. I may just want them on card or whatever. So I'm just going to keep the main guys. I think I have an extra Hannibal and 2 extra Mr. T's. So I'm going to keep the best one. If they have 2 different faces, I might keep 2 of the Mr. T's. But as far as the A team goes, I may just go and put them in my case downstairs. Or I might keep them up here. I don't know yet. As far as, like I said, as far as Knight Rider goes, I do have Michael Knight with Kit. So I'm gonna keep that. As far as Dukes of Hazzard, I'm just gonna keep the 3" 3/4 guys. I may be getting rid of the watches and all the other stuff because I don't need them. Because then if I do that, that means I'm gonna start going ham on collecting all of it, and I don't need all of it. So I'm gonna be getting rid of that along with the Sectars. I think I have almost the whole collection outside of the Hive, and the other 2 that I'm missing to complete that whole run. I'm gonna get rid of all that. I do have some Inspector Gadget. I think I have like 3 figures. I'm gonna get rid of the smaller ones, and I'm just gonna keep the large one that came. I think Matchbox made it. The big one where he comes with a trench coat. I don't have him complete, but I do have him with the helicopter propeller on top of his head. So I'm gonna keep that one. This stuff here is staying. Like I'm gonna do a room tour for 2000. I think I'm gonna do a room tour for 2025, and I might do that within the next couple of weeks, because I've always been talking about doing a room tour, and I haven't done a real room tour since 2017, which is ironic because back when Hot Toys was at its pinnacle of being bananas, I was actually doing a room tour every 3 or 4 days, man. And now it's like I haven't done a proper room tour since fucking 2017. So The Bionic 6 figures. I don't think I would. I don't know if I'm gonna get anything other than that. These guys, I also want to bag and tag them. Because I'm not gonna do nothing with it. These Mego. I forgot the Sergeant whatever from what's that fucking show? SWAT. The Black Brother from SWAT. He's complete. Then we got Fonzarelli. Hey, I might actually take the Fonzarelli because I think I have a picture of Henry Winkler. So I might take the. Actually, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take the picture of Henry Winkler and this fucking Fonzarelli figure, and I'm gonna actually have Michaels do something with that. So that just helped me out there. That's gonna be fucking phenomenal. The Hulk, being that it is Mego, I might actually do the same thing with this. I may take this and Lou Ferrigno, because they never made a Lou Ferrigno Hulk. So I may actually take this with both of my Lou Ferrigno pictures, and I may take this, and actually I'm gonna do that too. Fuck it, why not? So I am gonna take this Hulk and I'm gonna get it because it's from the 70s, Mego, and again they never released an official or even a KO Lou Ferrigno. So I'm going to get that done too. So this brother's the only one that's going to be so. I don't know. I might just keep him too. You know, SWAT, whatever. I'll figure that shit out. So yeah. I have the Henry Winkler picture, so I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna have that with that done. Then I'm gonna have the Hulk done up. And yeah, so what do I have down here? Oh yeah, Addie's Mike, Sergeant Slaughter, Yo Joe. Eddie's disease, Yo Joe. I want you, Serpentor. I'm good at his voice, man. Come on, Sergeant Slaughter, do it. Come on, we can fuck him up. Well, let's kill him now. Take the shot, do it. Leave me alone. Don't worry about it, Matrix. I'll do it on my own time. Come on, you fucking Marines are stupid. Come on, give him to me. Give me the gun, I'll do it. I'll do it now. We can't, we gotta wait. Come on, you fucking pussy ass G.I. Joe. You assholes. You guys are stupid. Huh? Yeah, y'all. You like that? I know y'all do, because I like it. So, yeah, this section here. Oh, yeah, I got to take these guys. I'm about to get up, but I'm in my shorts. And I want some of you guys to get sexually aroused. Oh, my God, his legs. Oh, no. Oh, no. Anyhow. Speaking of the fucking devil, look at this nigga. Dion, let me see what this nigga is. As good as the best of them, but as bad as the worst. So don't test me. Fucking Merry Christmas. Yo, I'm doing a YouTube video right now, and I was just mentioning you how you're one of the only family and friend that I have in Meadowlands. That's crazy, and you actually called. You're gonna live a long time, nigga. Just stop making babies, motherfucker. Yo, this nigga's like almost 60 years old, YouTube, and he got like 20 fucking kids. I'm like, yo, how does this nigga got steroid sperm. He's still making babies, and he just had a baby. Like, his wife just had a baby a couple months ago. No, like what? Like the baby's what, 2 or 3 months, right?
Nah, she gonna be a year in a couple days, bro.
God damn, yo.
She walking and all that.
That's crazy.
Talking, all that, bro.
Yeah, man. What's good though, bro?
I've been chilling out, man. I got bought 3 units, 10 by 23, 2 10 by 10s. It's crazy. I've got to go. I rent the 10 by 23 though, so that's good.
Okay. So that must be good shit in there,
yeah. Yeah, so I gotta now take the 2 10 by 10s and fit after I look through the 10 by. I've done like 3/4 already. And I made more space to put the 2 10 by 10 in there, and that's it, done. Yo, it's gonna rain tomorrow, right?
I don't know. Hold on, let me look. It's supposed to rain?
Cause I don't wanna. I could just stay cleaning up my shit than to go out there and put up with rain and shit.
Oh shit, yeah. Oh wow, it's gonna rain. Damn, 80% tomorrow, 60 Sunday, and Sunday's gonna be 59. Wow, and 60% Monday. Woo, 40%
Yeah, the
Tuesday, and
whole
60
weekend.
fucking on Wednesday. Wow,
I
and it's
might
gonna be
as
in the
well.
50s, bro.
Yeah, and it's gonna be nice, but just rain.
That's crazy. I didn't even know that, and I was looking forward to going to the flea market this weekend to look around.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'd rather stay cleaning out my shit. I'm getting ready to go to my spot now and pull out some shit. At least while I'm going through, I'm finding little gold and shit, so at least I could,
Nah, that's
that'll
cool.
cover for missing the weekend. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
man.
saying? Yeah,
How'd
so.
you do Saturday though? You did good on Saturday, right?
Mm, it was alright. I did like maybe like 1,500, which wasn't bad.
Nah, that's not bad. Yeah, me and you always got high. Me and you always got high standards and high goals for the market. People be like, "What? That's good," but not for us.
Yeah, but it started out where we went out there. The whole shit was with snow, pack high and shit, and then Bob was like, "Oh, he moved all the permanent people back out." Then they had to wait till the salt guy comes, sprinkle the salt. Then he like, "All right, we gonna only open half,
Yeah, because
half
it's
of
a
the
lot. Yeah, because
market."
it's a liability. Because remember, he still got like 3 or 4 fucking lawsuits going on.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah. But yo, let me.
out there.
I don't mean to cut you off, bro. I'm gonna call
Alright,
you. I'm gonna call you a little later, though, man. Let me finish
alright,
my
do your
video,
thing.
and
I got you.
tell your wife, man, I ain't her friend no more until I get invited over to get some of that fucking. Until I get some of that Queen of England fucking tea and food, cause I'm tired of your bitch ass sending me fucking pictures of food, nigga. I'm tired of this shit. Or next time you come to the market, I'm gonna kidnap Joshua for a plate, nigga.
Nigga stupid.
I'm not playing, man. I'm not
Nah,
playing.
I got you. I got you,
Yeah, but I'm
Mark.
gonna call you back, bro.
Alright, cool.
Alright, D.
Later.
Now that nigga, this nigga's like 6 foot sky. This motherfucker don't play get like that's how real I am. This dude don't play games. This is not the guy you want to fuck around with. He's Guyanese. Enough said. But he's born here. I'm not gonna put his financial status out there. He don't need to go to the market. All I can tell y'all is this guy got more cheese than me. And that says a fucking. If that don't tell you a lot, I don't know what else to say. Me and this guy, and again, I met him back when the flea market was flourishing. I'm talking about like Green Acres, Valley Stream, Green Acres flea market. That's where I met him at, and he been doing this ever since. This guy don't need to do none of this stuff, but he needs something to do. Beautiful wife, she's English, white English at that. His kids, all his kids are drop dead gorgeous, boys and girls. They get along with my kid. My kid, they grew up with each other. His kids look Spanish. I mean, obviously, you know, when you mix a lot of, it's funny because when you mix a black race with any other race, the kids always come out looking either Spanish or Middle Eastern for some strange reason. But anyhow, whatever. So Dion's the fucking man. And again, this is a guy that I don't run across many people in the flea market, or I can say that actually has more and more bread than me. I mean, not saying that there isn't, but this guy, and he's not the dude you play games with. Like, nah, this guy, I ain't gonna incriminate him. Let's just say this is not the dude you want to play games with, unless you unless you want to see the next year. You don't play with him. He jokes, he laughs a lot. I have that rapport with him to be able to say that and do that. You know what I'm saying? And you know we're like this, and obviously I just mentioned it, and look at that. You know he called. You know, but you know I really don't like bothering people on holidays. Older I get, the more disavowed I am with holidays, but I keep it going for the kids, which is ironic because my son Mike Jr. and Isaiah both asked me about Christmas tree around early to mid December, which I found that odd because for the last couple of years I haven't done Christmas trees because Isaiah getting older, Mikey's always working, Michelle just moved back in, so I'm like, okay, they're not really into it like that. So next year I'm gonna go ham on a tree, and because you know, like in my family we start decorating around November. My mom used to do it like the day of and or after Thanksgiving. Me, I would do it the whole month of November through Christmas. You know what I'm saying? So next year I promised them, and I keep my promises, that I'll start decorating and shit for the holidays. You know what I'm saying? So anyhow, it's funny how he just called just like that. Um, that goes to show what I was saying about family and shit. You know, a real cool cat, but that's not a dude you play games with. Um, if you know him and you respect, well, you know, I'm the kind of person that real recognizes real. But anyway, moving back to this, so I have a lot of stuff here. I do love these. You know, these Universal. I have all three of them. That's why I kept them. Other than that, I would have probably got rid of them. And I got these thrifting. Got these from the thrift shop. So you got Dracula. I think I don't know if they made a what you call it, man, the creature from the Black Lagoon. But I do have Wolfman, Frankenstein, and Dracula. So I'm gonna look these up, and I'm gonna look them up. And if they do make that one, I may either try to buy it online loose, and or I might just get rid of the three. Excuse me. But this is like my Japanese robot shelf area thingamajig. Outside of Bionic 6, I do have almost. Let me see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have 4 of the bad guys, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of the good guys. So I don't remember how many bad guys they made from Bionic 6 because I love that cartoon. Me and my older brothers. Well, older brother because the oldest of all of us passed back in 21. It's 2004 about to be 2000. I mean, it's 2024 about to be 2025, and it doesn't get any easier. And it's ironic because today is the oldest twin's birthday. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm gonna talk to him privately. I don't want that aired. So I do gotta find someone to put these over there, but you know, I do have some vintage cars and stuff, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to try to look for them. But if I do get them carded, I may keep them and just so I can just hang them. But the loose ones, I think I'm gonna sell them. Like I have the loose Starsky and Hutch Ford Torino, or Gran Torino, but I have stuff everywhere here. And this is my shelf that I'm gonna keep. I do have 2 beautiful as vintage Gundam figures up there. I may keep them. I may get rid of them. I don't need to get rid of them, so I may keep them up there. But I do have some of these guys. Hold on a second, y'all. Give me a second. Let me just go up here because I'm in my underwear. So excuse me a second. All right, so I'm back. So these I took because I had these right in front of my 3-0 1/6 scale, aka 12-inch Power Ranger figures. So here you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 6 figures. I got these from this guy. I think I did a video. I definitely did a video. I got these from that guy who charged me about $500 for all that stuff in the in Columbus. These are nice figures. They are He-Man inspired. So I'm going to be bagging and tagging these guys as well. These are definitely going to be sold because I don't need them. They're nice though, but I don't need these. So these are going to be sold. So I really need to start concentrating on the stuff I want to finish. And I can't do that if I keep... I mean, you know, if somebody has a lot of these toys and they're pretty cheap, I may just buy them and just keep reselling them. But as far as spending the money I spent for collectibles that I know I'm going to hold on to, no. That guy, I brought his stuff because he had a lot of goodness and stuff like that. And that's why I brought it. But as far as me buying it like that again, probably. I might, depending on if I know I can make a decent or good profit. So I was thinking about even get rid of my my Mezco 12-inch. I mean, 12-inch. My Mezco 112 scale figures, which is 112 is 6-inch. I don't need to get rid of them, but I don't need to keep them neither. So I'm still stuck between a rock and a hard place. So maybe I'll just keep the stuff I have and call that a day. I may want to pick up a Michael Keaton Batman and just have that and call it a night. And maybe even a Joker. You know, but as far as the Dukes of Hazzard stuff go, I'm looking at them. So I'm definitely gonna keep the Daisy Duke Jeep with her and the 3 3/4 figures. The Michael, I'm about to say Michael Keaton. The Michael Knight and kit I'm gonna keep, but I have a radio or something of kit. I'm gonna get rid of that. I think I'm going to get rid of like the loose cars. I do have the Knight Rider thermos, not the lunchbox, so I may sell that. I'm contemplating on getting rid of the Dukes of Hazard General Lee model kit and the Knight Rider one. The Knight Rider one is open, but it's complete. So I may get rid of those. I'm not too sure yet. Haven't thought about that. Then of course I have that He-Man down here. I may keep it. I mean, I can't do nothing with it because I don't even think you can get $20 for them because I think they're still all over the place. It is a nice figure though, so I may just keep it. I don't know yet. But yeah, that's my plan. Then I have some figures up there. I have some Black Star and some other 1980 figures I'm going to get rid of. I'm getting rid of my gargoyles because I have the NECA gargoyles I'm keeping, just like the NECA Thundercats. I do have Silverhawks here, but I may try to sell them off to get the Super 7 Silverhawks. I don't know yet as far as that, because that's a nice, decent a lot. I also have Visionaries. I'm definitely going to be selling those. I'm not going to keep those, because I really need to concentrate on what I have. And for those out there who are collecting or contemplating on getting back into it, whether you had this stuff as a kid or you still have childhood stuff, and you're buying a house, or you don't know what to hang up or put up in your house, or if you're limited for room. I mean, to be honest with you guys, and I mean this, if I actually had a 7 or 8 bedroom or had a finished basement, I wouldn't get rid of nothing. I'll have a section for everything. I'll just have everything across, like a lot of people. But being that I don't have that luxury, I mean, I do have, my daughter moved back in, so I already feel bad. So me and my wife gave our daughter our bedroom because she moved back home. So there goes the empty nest, right? And you know what I mean. So I'm taking a bedroom away from 3 people, technically, by having the attic, because the attic is two real legit bedrooms. I mean, they're listed on the house and they are legit bedrooms. They're not a crawl space or just a storage area. They are real rooms. So this is a real legit 5-bedroom house. And I'm taking room from people. So the least I can do is try to utilize the space. And I know some people are like, oh, well, why don't you just put your shit away in storage? I mean, you got people that have apartments and they collect and they just have their stuff in bins and storage. Me personally, I can't do that. If I can't, my whole philosophy, now I've tried it and it drives me crazy every time I go in the basement and I be itching to put more stuff up here. And my thing is, if I can't display it, I don't need it. You know what I mean? And that's a big thing. I've always been big into having that thought. So I'm like, you know what? I got my G.I. Joes downstairs and I'm collecting those. My Motu stuff I want to get rid of, and that'll be the first toy line up here that I would get rid of decisively. So I'm like, you know what? Out of sight, out of mind. And I can bring up G.I. Joes and put those down there to replace it. And then the Star Wars, I was contemplating for a while. I got the idea for myself, but if a guy like Star Wars Mike can get rid of his stuff and he loves this shit, I'm like, yo, I could too, because to be honest, I don't need every mini rig, because there's a lot of shit that they made in the 3 3/4 vintage line that I've never fucking seen in a movie or remember seeing in the original 3 movies. So I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, you know what? I can still pay homage to them by collecting certain shit, keeping certain things, and just saying the hell with it. And I don't need the vintage. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically where I'm at. And I'm like, okay, so if I ever do get rid of anything in this room, it would definitely be like some of the mediocre shit that I have laying around, along with Motu and vintage 3 3/4 Star Wars. So that was basically my thoughts and my spin on knowing it. And once my mind's made up, my mind is made up. So I'm like, that's what I'm gonna do, and I can utilize the space by bringing bringing my GI Joe shit in my office, the newer stuff. So yeah, I got some figures up here I'm gonna get rid of. The Pirates of Darkwater. I have everybody. Only thing I'm missing is the boat. So I haven't really thought yet if I'm gonna. I love that cartoon and I like the figures, even though the figures aren't articulated. I like them because the figures, out of a lot of toys. This is 2024, and I still think. I mean, the toys are ahead of its time as far as the scanning goes, because a lot of toys did not look like the toys in the 80s and 90s. But Pirates of Darkwater looked like it looked like the cartoon just came. I mean, it looked like they just came right out the screen, like right off the cartoon. And that's why I love the Pirates of Darkwater. And it's a short line. They only made 9 figures and a boat. You know what I'm saying? So that would be something. Those I'd probably keep. I do like gargoyles, but I was doing more research, and I'm like, yo, they got so many fucking gargoyle vehicles, play sets, and it's like they made the same figure at least 4 or 5 times with different armor, this, that, and the third. I'm like, you know what? Okay, I'll just keep the basic, NECA ones, because the NECA ones, they look better than the original '90s toys. So I'll keep those. Will I display those? No. I don't really have to worry about those. I'll just keep them for now because there's a good chance I may get rid of those too. Same thing with the Thundercats, because the Thundercats will probably take this whole fucking wall. The Super 7 Thundercats by themselves, which I did give thought, but nah. You know what I mean? So yeah. So I'm definitely just gonna keep the original 4 A-Team guys in 5-inch. I'm gonna keep the 3-inch 3/4 guys. I'm gonna keep the van. And then like the little vehicles, I might just bag and tag all of them and just get rid of them. That goes for that Dukes of Hazzard and Knight Rider, unless they're on card or blister pack or blister card, what the fuck you want to call it. So yeah, that's my thoughts. So all the other, like anything other than that, I'm gonna get rid of. So I'm gonna start bagging and tagging. But I am gonna go out first and try to find this. Gonna try to find a. It can't be 47 1/4. It's gotta be either 47 top or 46. It could be 46 in some inches. It can't exceed 40. So I have to keep that in mind. Preferably 45 to 46. I'm not gonna go to a thrift shop. I would prefer to because it'll be cheaper, but I'm not gonna do that. So I'm just gonna go and buy something, put the wheels on it, and bring it up here. And to me, the taller, the better. So if I can get something taller than this, with that width, that's even better. If not, I'll most likely have to order it. I may even go to IKEA to see what they have, because I already know 47. So that'll be pretty dope as hell. Yeah, because I really need to start creating a nice workspace for here and in my G.I. Joe Transformer room. So there is more stuff I need to bag and tag. I'm not in a rush because the only person, I had a guy named Vic from, I forgot what comic shop. I think I wrote it down somewhere here. I did. Did write it down because I know Fam Alex was asking me earlier because he called me. I just don't think this is. I don't even think I wrote it down. Collector's Shop. That's the name of it. That's the guy. So his name is Vic, and he's in Hasbrook Heights, New Jersey. And he reached out to me approximately about 9 something, 10 o'clock in the morning, which is perfectly fine with me. It shows interest. He's seen the pictures, and he asked me, well, he said he got to call some people, so he's gonna try to buy this stuff off me. He's gonna try to buy either the Motu and or the Star Wars. or vice versa, whatever, same shit. So I told him what I would do for both lots. I mean, obviously, you know, the price I told him, I'm not gonna say what it was, but some of y'all might say that's crazy. Well, you gotta get rid of shit. You know, people gotta make money. You know, what I mean, I would prefer to sell both to a collector that's looking to broaden their collection, and or that's mainly looking to just start over, and they'll start with that shit. Because obviously, if you start off with the He-Man figures, what the fuck? You almost got everything. You need just as little as I needed to collect, so that'd be great. So as Star Wars goes, same thing. But the price I quoted him, he can make money on that stuff. I mean, you know, all the box stuff. Some of the boxes are bad, but they're fucking 40-something years old. What the fuck you expect? But you know, the main thing is the Millennium Falcon is complete with box, and I think it has the instructions in it, but it does have the Jedi ball. That right there is that makes that a $500-600 fucking piece, just because it has a box and the Jedi ball. So you know that collection is definitely well worth the price I told him, and I'm pretty sure maybe he's not, you know, I don't know. But you know, come on, Eternia. That's an easy 12. I mean, I paid $1,200 for the goddamn Eternia, even though it's missing pieces. So you got the Eternia playset, you got a Castle Grayskull complete, you got a Snake Mountain complete, with the shackles that's not broken. I don't think the She-Ra castle is complete, but mostly all my She-Ra stuff isn't complete. But I still have another She-Ra case that got figures in it as well. So I'm giving all that shit. And you gotta remember, you got Rotar, Twistoid, both of them are in great fucking phenomenal condition, complete. Ninja, complete with card. Scareglow, complete. 2 King Randolphs, great condition, complete. 2 sorceresses, one has the wand, one doesn't, but they both in fucking phenomenal condition. That's $150 all day for her. $200 with her staff. King Randolph about another $50 to $70 over that, and there's 2 of them. I mean, there's a lot of fucking figures here that are complete. Some of my Motu figures are complete with comic. Some are just complete. Some are missing things, but they're all in great condition. Every fucking one of them got new rubber legs. Everyone. Then there's a lot of the complete vehicles. I mean, come on, man. I mean, just in Scareglow, both King Randors, both Sorceresses, Twistoid, Rotar, alone, not even including, I mean, just those alone, that's over $1,500. Easily. Well over $1,500 for those guys. Any day of the week. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the regulars, and a regular $10 to $15 Motu figure becomes $30 to $75 if they're complete with weapon. Same thing with G.I. Joe Transformers, whatever fucking vintage toy you could think of. They all become $20 to $50 markups if they're complete with weapon. Even more so if they have the paperwork and whatever else they're supposed to come with, like a card or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's how that shit works. So like I said before, I'm not a superstitious person, and I'm not really big into resolution for New Year's and all that. But my promise to myself this year is I need to try and finish off my 82 to 94 G.I. Joe collection. I need to, because I done all the money I concentrated on with all of this shit. That collection should have been done. Should have been done, and I really, really need to get this shit together. So I gotta do that, and then I gotta try to fix up these shelves and figure out what I'm doing. Yeah. So, yeah, I may have to go to Home Depot and pick up another one of these long shelves and 2 brackets. I haven't thought about it yet. I'm pretty sure this one is fine. This one over here, I may pick up one more shelf, and I may even pick up another shelf for this little Star Wars section. I haven't thought about it yet, but I'll see where I'm at. I don't want to overbuy anything because I already got almost $5,000 in both of these rooms alone, just in paint and material. Now, if this was like 3 or 4 years ago, this should have cost me probably about 26,000. I mean, 100, 25 to 2,600 instead of 4,500, because of bare paint. I use real legit paint. I don't use that cheap shit. And of course, screws, anchors, brackets, wall, whatever you call it, and shelving and all that. So all that, yeah, it's bread, and it cost me a lot of money. It cost me 4,500, exactly 4,500. And I'm happy. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, you got collectibles. You want to, I like I like the eye candy. I don't have a lot of visitors come over the house, but you know, when somebody do come over, it makes me feel good when they're like, God damn. But even my boy Eunice, who's been buying a lot of my shit, he brought my whole basement off of me. He's been buying a lot of toys from me that I've been accumulating and picking up for the last fucking 4 or 5 months already. And you know, he still hasn't been up here because he's gonna be like, yo, Mike, let me get that. No. And you know, one thing I take offense to is when somebody comes up here and if somebody's gonna try to make me offers on stuff that's not for sale. That pisses me off because it's like, you know, I don't know, it just pisses me off. So, yeah. So let me get ready. But that's my plan. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff up here I need to bag and tag, and I have this box, this one right here that had some of these G.I. Joes in it. So that box is gonna be transporting the stuff that I need to get rid of. I'm gonna put stuff in here. I gotta also take pictures of my Sector stuff because I'm selling that off, and I'm selling off the Visionaries. So I'm gonna sell off all my Visionaries, and I'm gonna sell off the Sectors. Because when I collect, I like to collect everything. Same thing with Dukes of Hazzard. But the only thing from Dukes of Hazzard I need is the 3 3/4 stuff. I don't need all the watches and all that bullshit. So all that stuff's going. I'm gonna sell off all that shit. My plan was not to stand here or sit here for an hour and go back and forth and talk, but it also helps me. It helps me. It helps me with clarity. So yeah. So I need to come back. So it's good though because it's gonna rain almost all the whole weekend. So I don't have to rush to get this together to go here and there. So tomorrow and Sunday and the rest of the week, I could just sit here and play around and figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do or how I'm gonna do it. I already know this section in front of me that I'm looking at. My Star Wars stuff is going here. So I gotta put more figures and stuff down there. So I may put the helmets at the bottom because underneath that I have my Star Wars, my C3PO, R2D2 Star Wars 360 in the box with some games, like some of my best 360 games I like. So since they're in the box and it's Star Wars related, I kept them. Obviously, I also have the white Darth Vader PSP. Also kept that. I gotta get an adapter for it, but kept that too. I might even pick up some of the PSP Star Wars games, which mostly are Lego, but I don't care. I like Lego games. Plus, it's Star Wars related, so I'll probably wind up getting that sooner or later. And one of these Darth Vader lightsabers is gonna go. Just gotta figure out which. I may have two. I don't know. I just gotta look at this shit. So, yeah. This may be a section or area I might just get an extra shelf and bracket for that. You know what I mean? Because I think I can lower one. I'll figure this out. Because before I really start bringing my G.I. Joes up here, I need to, first thing I need to do is start hanging I need to start hanging the figures. So I'm gonna start off on this wall where the sectors are and go around to that wall. And then I also gotta take off the Return of the Jedi blaster rifle carry case too, and my Luke Skywalker hot toy that's hanging over here. I'm gonna have to unscrew that and drill that and bring that over here somewhere. I might not put it here just because like it comes down too much. It's a low ceiling, so I may move it more over here and put it. I might put it right in front of the Empire Strikes Back poster, being that it's one of the last scenes from Empire Strikes Back when Darth Vader cut his arm off, and he's hanging from the weather vane off the Death Star. So I may do that and turn it the other way. That would be fucking awesome. So I think I am gonna do that, and then I'll just repatch those holes. Yeah. So yeah, man, that's it, y'all. I gotta go. Thanks for sitting here watching me talk about whatever the fuck I was talking about. Peace.